Good afternoon, Father.
Good afternoon, Father.
Please, can you briefly introduce yourself to us?
My name is Fr Augustine Okochi. I am the Director of the Pastoral Agents Department of the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria.
Thank you very much. Our conference this year, in the theme, it involves two particular topics that are of very of great importance to the consecrated people in Nigeria. One of them is formation, the other one is neo-paganism. Can you tell us how your work as the Director of Pastoral Agents in the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria relates to formation?
You know, when you talk about pastoral agents, you are talking about agents of evangelization. You're talking about priests, you're talking about consecrated persons, anybody that is involved, even seminarians. So, and before you go into the pastoral field to evangelize, you have to be formed. You have to know exactly what you're going there to do. So you have to be formed spiritually. So there's spiritual formation, there's human formation, there's intellectual formation, and so on and so forth. So that's my job as it's a core part. In fact, the main job of the Pastoral Agents Department of the Catholic Secretariat of Nigeria is the formation of pastoral agents.
Thank you very much, Father.
You're welcome.
Do you have any experience of neo-paganism while you work as director of this department?
Yeah, I think it's all over the place. Go to social media, you see a decline in church attendance among our youth. You see increase in what I call it, how do I put it now? You see people going back to African traditional religions, for example, and criticizing the church, you know, making a scapegoat church, blaming the church or Christianity, let me put it that way, for all the problems of the country. So that is neo-paganism. They are going back to, and they think that by going back to African traditional religions, they will retrieve the so-called purity of our culture, which is actually coming from a place of ignorance, because a lot of the things that they are yearning for, they have no idea how things were in the past, and how the church, in collaboration with the government, had to, for example, bring education. There was no formal education. People were engaging in informal education. There were practices like killing of twins and stuff like that, which the church fought through evangelization and enlightenment and so on and so forth. So when people talk about the past, or going back to the traditions of our forefathers, they really don't understand, or they don't, probably because they don't teach history anymore in our schools. So we see it everywhere, neo-paganism. Our young people are trooping back to African traditional religion.
Thank you very much, Father. Finally, do you have any words of admonition to the major superiors of Nigeria as we meet in this conference this year?
Yes, I encourage each and every one of them, because I don't know how to put it, for lack of a better term, I actually pity them, because each of them carries a whole congregation on his head, and it's not easy to lead, especially in these difficult times. I encourage them because they are agents, they are pastoral agents, and I believe in such a thing as grace of office. May they hold on strongly to the Lord who has called them and given them that assignment. The Lord will not disappoint them, and by the grace of God, they will all succeed, so that the church in Nigeria can be better.
All right. Thank you very much, Father, for your time, and thank you for your words of wisdom and admonition.
Welcome very much. I appreciate it.